Spence. Looks like we have Caleb Scherer on the left playing mono red aggro. Sam Clayton on the right. Esper control. We see Caleb Scherer playing the 1-drop right off the bat. Fanatical Firebrand getting in there for some damage. Sam's going to respond with a Search for Azcanta.
Caleb's list about what you would expect from this archetype. No runaway Steamkins, but is playing Goblin Chain Whirler. 1 copy of Lava Coil in the main deck, 3 risk factors, 20 mountains, no experimental frenzies, and lots of lightning bolts.
Yeah, love Caleb's take on this archetype. If you were to ask me what kind of mono red deck would I play next week, it would look a lot like Caleb's.
What about Gutter Snipe, man?
I need to see more from Gutter Snipe.
How quickly you forget.
I need to see more from Gutter Snipe. It looked really great once, and then not so great the next time. But Caleb with a nice start here. A couple of Viashino Pyromasters. Uh-oh. Big new print from Ravnica Allegiance there. It's Absorb. Counter target spell. Gain 3 life. That's a big swing for the Esper control deck.
You hate to see that.
Yeah. Big plays over on that side of the board. Sam with 3 copies of Absorb in the deck. Very conscious of this mono-red matchup. Caleb still getting the damage through, though. Another Viashino Pyromancer. This one's going to be syncopated. Not quite as backbreaking as Absorb. But Caleb does have the follow-up light up the stage. What are we going to reveal? Wizard's Lightning, very nice. And the Get-To Lava Runner.
The Lava Runner just to go with it.
The Insurance, wow, what a find for Caleb. That's going to lead to a very nice next turn. Already, I'd say Sam Clayton is firmly on the back foot.
You can't, as the control player, you can't just sit there and take 3 damage a turn from these creatures. Sam needs to find an answer as quickly as possible. But you see his hand, Teferi, the Eldest Reborn, cards that are not meant to be played in this matchup.
I know, it's crazy to think that cards as powerful as Teferi, Eldest Reborn, you just don't want them here. They're not good enough. They're not going to matter against this mono-red deck.
Can't beat Fanatical Firebrand with Eldest Reborn.
It's too good. It truly is.
I like Caleb baiting out the counterspell with the Viashino Pyromancer to force through the light up the stage.
Absolutely. Very well played. So Sam kept something there. It's a multicolor card. Is it another Absorb?
Well, that's a Mortify.
A Mortify. Okay, so Sam prioritizing the removal spell here. I don't know if that's going to be enough for Sam.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see what Caleb does. He's got a Lava Runner here.
It's tough because his options are limited. He only has 1 black source, so it's not like he can really afford to dig for Kaya's Wrath.
Right. So Clayton is going to deploy that Mortify on the Lava Runner. Heading to the bin. Still going to take 2 from the Pyromancer. Caleb with another land. Going to cast the Wizard's Lightning, dropping Sam down to 5. What's the follow-up from Caleb? He's got a Lightning Strike. Sam down to 2. Sam looks at the top of the deck, puts a Chromium into the graveyard, draws, and scoops them up. That's mono-red aggro in a nutshell.
Caleb's play of leaving the Fanatical Firebrand untapped is great because he's like, either my opponent wraths this turn or he's dead anyway, so I might as well just try and get value out of this thing. And search for his Canto, reveal Chromium, not what you want to see.
Tell me mono-red isn't a thoughtful deck. I hate the impression that mono-red's a stupid deck. It plays. It's so foolish. It's the most harmful thing to your development as a Magic player. Mono-red is a tough deck to play optimally. Caleb Scherer played it almost perfectly there.
It's one of those things where it is easy, like it's linear, right? So it's easy to see your path to victory, and people think that is what makes it easy. But in order to master it, it is very difficult.
Right. Playing and mastering, 2 very different things.
Same thing as Ravager Affinity, you know?
Mm-hmm. So Caleb with a decent start. He had a 1-drop. He had a 2-drop. Sam, though, with a big 2-drop response. Moment of Craving. That's the type of spell you're looking for in this matchup.
Perfect. Perfect card.
Fanatical Firebrand going to join the Pyromancer. They're going to get in, deal 3 damage. Sam falls to 17. That's it for Caleb. He's going to pass the turn back. Sam plays a land on tap. End of turn, Wizard's Lightning headed towards Sam's face. Sam's going to go with a Vraska's Contempt on the Viashino Pyromancer. I mean, it's a net of only -1. He should fall to 16. There you go. Caleb taking the draw for the turn. Only 2 lands with a risk factor in hand, but that means a lot of other cheap options for Caleb. He's just going to go with Lightning Strike here.
Yeah, doesn't want to get this absorbed. Doesn't know the next time that Sam is going to be able to have mana available, and Caleb knows that he wants to cast Lightning Strike this turn.
Oh, boy. But Sam found a big response here. And it's Lyra Dawnbringer, and Caleb does not have an answer for it. What that means is an immediate life total swing. Sam jumping back up to 17, Caleb falling to 15. This card cannot remain on the board if Caleb's going to win. We see a 3rd Lava Runner, Fanatical Firebrand. This is a big attack, but there's a Vraska's Contempt to blunt it somewhat.
Yeah, and at this point, Sam just wants to race.
Yep, Sam's falling to 12. I think he's okay with that because he's going right back up to 17. Things not looking great for Caleb. Spent a tremendous amount of resources, got nowhere.
Yeah, Caleb needs to pick up another land, and well, I guess the two firebrands can potentially take out the Lyra. So,
yeah, there's the land. Here come the attack with the lava runners. There's a lightning strike. Here's firebrands. There goes Lyra. Okay, Caleb is back in this. Only 2 cards in hand. Was that another Vraska's Contempt, I believe?
Yep, Contempt in a land.
Okay, so there's the Contempt. Sam basically gets to wash away that attack, and here's a risk factor.
I think you pay 4 life on this one.
I totally agree. Sam's going to fall to 10. He agrees with us. Takes his draw.
The second risk factor at 8 life is less clear. But
here's Pyromancer. Life total getting even lower, only down to 6. Sam just passing the turn back. A shock off the top. Here's a Mortify. Still going to take 2. Sam's at 4. Can't pay anymore. That's it. He's drawing 3 if he casts a risk factor. And he does. 3 cards off the top. Things looking very dangerous for Sam. Very good for Caleb. Passes the turn back.
All gas for Caleb.
This might be it for Sam. I think he is very afraid of this attack. Looks like he has Cast Down. Here's a Firebrand. Here's another Firebrand. Here's a Shock. You go to 2. How about some Firebrands? That's it. Caleb Scherer moving on to the top 8 with an impressive mono